Hi Year 2, I hope you're all doing really well. So in the past couple of science lessons, we've been looking at the benefits of exercise. So in today's science lesson, we are going to be looking at muscles. So can anybody have a go at telling me what they think a muscle is? What do you think a muscle is? Okay, so muscles are parts of our body that help us to move, okay? So even something simple like smiling uses your face muscles. So have a go, okay? And if I wanted to move my arm like this, so that I'm bending it, you can really feel the muscles in my arms here working together to help my arm move and bend, okay? Fantastic. So, first challenge then is I'd like you to find a small beanbag, but if you don't have a beanbag, that's absolutely fine. Grab something that's got a similar weight to a beanbag, so maybe a small bag of rice or a small ball. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold it in our hands like this. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of minutes to pause the video, find your item, and then I'll explain what we need to do. Okay, so hopefully you've got either your beanbag or small bag of rice or a small ball, and we're going to hold it in our hands just like this, so that my hands are all nice and flat. We're going to hold it in our hands for just 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so that exercise or activity caused us to use our muscles, okay? So my friend Sonic has said to us that we've got over 600 muscles in our body, and for that activity that we've just done, we used 34 muscles. How amazing is that? Cool. Thanks, Sonic. So what we're going to do next is watch a small clip to look at muscles in more detail. So I want you to pause the video in just a second, but before you do, listen carefully. I want you to click on this link, watch the video, but think about these 2 questions whilst you're watching the video. So what do we use our muscles for, and how do they work? Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes now to pause this video, watch this one here, and then come back to me, okay? Okay, fantastic. Well done for all watching the video. So now, hopefully, you can answer these 2 questions. So who can tell me, what do we use our muscles for? Okay, so we use our muscles to move. How do they work? Okay, so they work together to help us move. Okay, so there are 2 of them, they come in pairs and they work together to help us move. Fantastic. Okay, so what can we do to look after our muscles then? Have a little think back to what you've already learned in science and PE. What can we do to look after our muscles? Okay, so the first one is we can eat a balanced diet. So it's really, really important you have your fruits and vegetables, your proteins, okay? You can also do regular exercise. So you might see a lot of people doing lots of squats or press-ups or push-ups to help build and strengthen their muscles, okay? But even simple things like walking 20 minutes a day really helps to strengthen our muscles. Okay, and then another important thing that we do to help us look after our muscles in PE is we warm up and down before and after exercise, don't we? Yeah, so it's really important that you're stretching those muscles, okay, so that they don't get injured. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to show you what activity you're going to be doing now. So I'm just have my lovely assistant. Thank you. So these are our activities. So this is what you're going to have. You're going to have an activity sheet that looks like this. I would like you to grab 2 items that have a little bit of weight, but please not too heavy, okay? So I want you to have a look. So we've got some examples here, but you can feel free to use your own. So, for example, I've got a ball in one hand and a book in the other. I'm going to hold it out just like this, hold my arms out just like this so I can feel my arm muscles working, okay? And I'm going to ask someone to help me time how long it takes for me to hold up these 2 items until my muscle or one of my muscles begin to really ache. Whilst you're holding these items up, have a think about which one is heavier, okay? So for me, I think the book is really heavy, okay? More heavier than the ball. So I'm gonna hold it up and then wait for my muscles to ache. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna put the items down because I really felt this muscle ache. So how long was that, please?
20 seconds.
20 seconds, okay, so in my table I would write, my arm muscles began to ache after 20 seconds, okay? And then you'd repeat that for each of the items below. And then, once you've done that, you can have a go at answering these 4 questions in full sentences. So, which item was the heaviest? So I'd say, oh, the item that was the heaviest was the book. Which item was the lightest? So in that example, the lightest item was the ball. How did your muscles feel during this activity? So my muscles began to feel very tired, okay? And they might start to hurt as well. How are you going to look after your muscles? So I might look after my muscles by eating a balanced diet and by doing regular exercise, okay? So that's what you guys will need to do. So you've got your own table here. You can use some of your own items. Please note, not too heavy items, not too heavy I hope, okay? And then you can record it in the table below and answer these questions here, okay? That's fantastic. I hope you have fun doing that Science PE activity and I'll see you next time.